going to bring you information, updates, and details on all of the incredible presentations that we've got coming up for CloudCon 2024, which is when? July 22nd and 23rd. I say it all the time just because I don't want people to forget about it. But we really want to showcase and highlight, as Aaron Bragg always says, content is king. And we think we have the best content we've ever had this year. And so we really want to highlight some of that. And so it's my pleasure to introduce Allie Frame. She is an assistant manager of security operations for Netskope. That means she still has a real job, unlike all of us on this vendor-y kind of thing. And Allie's going to be doing a presentation that is titled Tales from the SOC, Automation Best Practices and Tools. This is some real information that you're going to be able to take back to your organization and use the very next day, probably. Or you set up a call with Netskope and you go from there. So with that, Allie, I'm going to pass it over to you. Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about what you're going to be talking about.
Well, thanks, Matt, for the introduction. So like you said, I'm Allie Frame. I've been a SOC manager for Netskope for the past 2 years now. And one of the great things about my job here at Netskope is I've been able to help lead automation within our team. And as one of the cores of our SOC that many SOCs can't say. So in the talk, I'll be talking about just general benefits of automation. How do you select the right tools? What does an effective SOAR workflow look like? And most importantly, how to demonstrate and maintain your program value.
Yeah, and so you'll be giving people like some real examples and like things that they can go out and start doing.
Yeah, they'll get examples of some of the metrics I present up to my leadership and how I make my CISO happy with all the time and effort we're pumping into automation.
Well, I know that is like a huge topic. I hear it quite often, and I know a lot of SOCs are really struggling with like, we don't have enough people. We got to do some automation. We're not exactly sure, how to do it. So for all of you out there getting your tickets, as you start registering for presentations inside of the Expo Pass app, check this one out. Again, you guys always say, can we have less vendors talking vendor-y things? Well, here it is. We're giving you some real actual SOC stuff that you can use. So register for Allie's presentation. Allie, we're really excited to have you join us here in West Michigan, and we'll see everybody on July 22nd.